Okay, I'm standing here with Ed in front of a very unique car, literally unique. Tell us, Ed, what is this car here?
This is a 1956 Mercury concept car. This design started in 1954. In a sense, you heard of GM's Motorama. Ford went with the Stylorama. So they were bringing the futuristic style to the, to the motor end of the cars, the automobile community.
Okay.
And this particular car was built by Ford engineers. What I'm saying is, let me clarify that. They made a 1/3 scale model, and then it was shipped over to Ghia of Italy, where in a sense they shipped a 54 Ford F-250 truck frame, along with a 292 cubic inch motor and drive frame, to have Ghia go ahead and build and design the car and to finish it up at that point.
Okay.
After that was done in December of '55, it came back to the States. The color is called persimmon.
Okay.
And what is that? It's actually an Asian fruit, but if you look at it, it's gorgeous. And this has a pearlescence coating over it.
It is.
The inside on the white is actually called an Alaska White.
Okay.
And this was designed to capture people's attention.
Uh-huh.
This car toured numerous national car events, and it started out in Cleveland,
all right,
Chicago, and a lot of the large shows. In a sense, this was brought around, and not only you have the Stylorama, but this was transported around in the Vanorama.
Okay.
Yeah. As you come to the interior of this,
yes,
you see the very unique styling. You see the seats, you see the dash. Look at the steering wheel. I mean, you've got all the gauges. It's kind of like a rocket ship type of thing there.
Pods are like hanging in midair, suspended.
Absolutely.
Almost, right? And the even the consoles feel like they're almost floating the way they're
It kind of looks
designed.
like it there. And this also is something what they are doing here. They're trying to capture the space age.
Uh-huh.
You think of the interstate system at the time. What was it doing? It was growing. It was trying to get people out and about and enjoy it. What was on TV? The Jetsons, Buck Rogers,
sure,
shows like that.
Right.
You see some of the new concepts they have, and the butterfly wings they have, or T-tops, however you want to word them.
Yeah. How are those operated, by the way?
These would actually operate when the doors would open, they would come up. When the doors would shut, they would come down. We have them open for display purposes.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, we're very close to the Fernando Airport right there.
Right.
As you come around to the front, I mean, you see the plexiglass, you see the windshield, you see how they got the futuristic designs on them.
Very much
and
so.
you just looks at it.
And I noticed the lack of chrome around the bottom of the windshield just makes this feel like it continues inside and out, where you have that airy feeling.
Absolutely. And you come under the hood, and here again we have the 292 cubic inch power plant with some of the historic photographs.
Okay.
And here's where we're talking about the Vanorama. You can see it right there.
Sure.
And this was something that toured the country, and it would go around. And not only would you have it in a van, but it would actually come out and it would be on a turntable for people to walk in and out of.
Interesting.
And you look at some of the magazines at the time. I mean, it's on the front cover here. You back up a little bit more. This is actually in 1955 Annual Ford Report. It talks about this car.
Okay.
And we come in here, we start in May. We got a Sports Illustrated. Some of the famous ball players at the time. Motor Trend, it's in there. It's in Motor Life. It's in Wheels, Australia's motor magazine there.
Right.
And as you come through here, it's in the Motorsport. These are all April '56, June '56, August '56. I mean, there's one right there.
Wow.
It has, so it's pretty neat to see the history of the car and what it's been through.
It was, boy, that PR it got back in that time was amazing.
Yeah. But at the time, they can bring the car out to the public. They can show some of the innovations coming down the line for this car.
Uh-huh.
You look at the front bumpers. It looks like something off a B-52 wing.
It does. It looks like something Cadillac copied a little bit almost in 60 or so.
This car, the XM Turnpike Cruiser badge you see on the side, that was added after it come over to the States.
Okay.
Another thing they would add in here, again, it's a, meant to be a show car.
Yeah.
You see the,
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Stands right out for him. Nice chrome plate. Really shows everything.
Door jams are
and
so unique.
You hear that car when it shuts that door. But no, I mean, this is a great piece of history, and it shows what they did way back when. After that, it went, in a sense, back behind Mercury or Ford plant somewhere, and it lived a pretty poor life at that time. Went through a couple owners. In 2017, Tom Maruska of Duluth, Minnesota, purchased this car. From 2017 to 2022, he spent over 6,000 hours restoring this particular car here. Car went to Mecum auction where it did not sell, and we were able to purchase it post-auction a couple months later.
Okay.
Waited for the snow to melt in Duluth, Minnesota, and then it was shipped down to us in June.
Okay.
At that point, we went ahead and wet sanded the car and did a few more things on it. So You know, we feel very honored to be a part of this. All the cars in the American Muscle Car Museums are kept in running and driving condition, and this car is no exception.
Okay.
So right now, to have it here at Amelia Island, you know, in this type of history, in this environment, this is fantastic.
And tell me, you won an award here at the Amelia Concours.
We won a specialty award for the car, and I'm still learning about that.
Okay, I see a purple ribbon there.
Yeah. And when they have a Best in Class award, what that would be is for the class. The specialty award is actually over the field. So that's something we feel very fortunate and very honored to have that.
Excellent. And tell me a little more about the museum where people might actually see this.
The museum is located in Melbourne, Florida.
Okay.
And we're not open to the public on a daily basis. We're open to the public, say like a football or a baseball stadium.
Okay.
If there's an event, check our website, whether it be a car show, a tour, or something coming up. You can purchase tickets or sign up or just see when you can come to that.
Okay.
Do 4 main things there. We do fundraising for local charities. 100% of that money goes directly to them.
Okay.
We do auto events. It could be an outdoor car show. It could be an autocross for a local car club.
Okay.
Third thing is educational, where we educate, preserve, and share the history of a fine automobile. And what I mean by that, we can have tours from first graders to college age.
Okay.
And if we have 4th, 5th grades, you wouldn't believe how many dads actually make it on them tours, which is fantastic. Last thing we do is thank you events for police, fire, 911 responders, and so forth like that.
Okay.
And the largest event is our Veterans Day open house, somewhere in Veterans Day weekend, where we invite veterans and their families in at no charge to them. We usually get between 3,000 and 4,000 people there. So even though we're not open to the public, there's usually about 100 days out of the year where there's something going on at the American Muscle Car Museum.
Okay, so if people go to the American Muscle Car Museum, especially if there's an event probably anywhere near Melbourne, Florida.
Correct. You can check that out. The other thing is Andrew does a fantastic job keeping our Facebook, our YouTube channel, and our Instagram updated. Okay. That's out of my realm. That's why we have him do it. He does a fantastic job.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to show us around this amazing one-of-one car.
Yes.
A concept car, and giving us a little bit of the history of it. What an amazing story this car represents. And appreciate that, Ed.
Hey, and thank you for your time, and take care, and hope you enjoyed the show.
Right on. Thank you so much.
All right.